y'all. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to make this dress. And so what you'll need is a large t-shirt, some colorful fabric of your choice, as well as newspaper, a tracing wheel, scissors, elastic, thread, and some straight pins. So to make the t-shirt pattern, you're going to need a fitted t-shirt. You're going to first lay down some newspaper, then place that fitted t-shirt on top of the newspaper. Then you're going to tuck in the sleeves, and then you're going to basically just trace around the torso or the body of the shirt. And then cut that pattern out, and it should look something like this. And then taking some straight pins, you're going to pin the pattern to the shirt. And then next what you're going to do is just follow along the armholes, leaving about 1 centimeter to 1/2 inch of seam allowance. And then you're going to cut that sleeve off. So there'll be kind of a gap from your armholes to the sides of your shirt, as you'll see here. But don't worry about that, we're actually going to sew up that gap later on. And then you're going to put your t-shirt on inside out, of course, and then you're going to find your belly button. So right above your belly button, just about 1.5 inches, you're going to draw a line. And then, laying your t-shirt out flat, you're just going to extend that line across. And then, with your tracing wheel, you're going to just create an indent along that line you drew, which will transfer over to the back of your t-shirt. You'll flip your t-shirt over, and then simply trace across that indent, like this. That way, the line will go across from the front of the t-shirt to the back. Now we'll get to that part a little bit later, but first we're going to sew up that gap underneath the armholes from cutting off the sleeves in the beginning. And then moving on from there, we're just going to take some elastic and wrap it around our waist, and then just cut off the excess, making sure to leave about 1 inch on both sides. Now my elastic actually was a little too thick, so what I did is I just cut it in half. Moving on to the sewing machine, we're going to put it on the zigzag stitch. And then we're going to zigzag stitch that elastic to that line we drew, making sure to gently tug the elastic as we're stitching it to the line. And then just snip off the excess. And voila! You have yourself a stretchy waistline. So next what you're going to do is you're going to fold your shirt in half. And then just laying your colorful fabric on top of it, inside out. You're going to fill for the neckline, and then trace along that neckline. Like that. And so, from there, you're going to make kind of a moon crescent moon, D shape, I don't know. Essentially around that line, and then just add some seam allowance. And then cut it out. And then voila, you have yourself 2 beautiful little collars. So what I kind of did was I sharpened out the edges just to make it a little bit more collar-like. And then placing it onto your scrap fabric, you're just going to trace along the edges. And this way you kind of can add a little body as well as a pop of color. Simply cut it out. And then you're going to have something that looks like this. Then you just want to repeat it to the other collar. And then what you're going to do is just cut that out as well. And then place both pieces on top of each other. And then you're going to just sew along the curved side of your collar. And so it should look something like this. You're going to just turn it right sides out now. And then just use some sort of like straight edge or roller, I guess, and just poke out the sides. And it should look like this. And then just to make sure we have some crisp and nice flat edges, we'll take an iron and press it down. So now you're ready to sew the collar onto your shirt. And then you're going to have a little bit of overlapping, that's absolutely okay. but you just want to match it up to the sides and then straight pin it down. And then take it to the sewing machine and finish it up. Now lastly, what we're going to do is just hem our armholes so we have a nice finished edge. And then just give it one last press. And then you're going to put that baby on and rock it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this works for you. It was so much fun to make, and definitely stay tuned for more videos. Bye-bye.
Blue as the sky.